My buddy Alan called me up the other day and asked if I would collaborate with him on a project. He wants to build a porch swing for his wife for their anniversary. Alan is a master metal worker and fabricator, and he wants to put a metal inlay into a wood porch swing. It's going to be a pretty cool fusion of materials. Let's get started. The first thing I did to get started on our porch swing was to make templates of the four main parts. Through a little trial and error and a bit of previous knowledge, I came up with the design and the dimensions of our swing. I made the back slanted at a 5-degree angle for comfort, and thanks to my postgraduate work in posterior ergonomics, I've given the seat the perfect curve to cradle a hiney. The front of the seat is notched to accept a 2x4, and by varying the length of that 2x4, you can make your swing as long or as short as you want. Our swing is going to be 5 feet long. The first cut to make is the 5-degree angle on the end of the 2x6. Then, using our seat template, we trace the outline on the board. We're making this out of pressure treated, but you could easily make it out of cedar or some other wood. We cut the same 5-degree angle on the end of a 2x4 and then trace our seat back template and cut it out. To cut the notch in the front of our seat bottom for the 2x4, we first do the straight cut on the miter saw and then finish it up over here on the bandsaw. We follow that by cutting out the curve of our seat bottom. The next step is to cut the curve on the top of the seat back. Once we've got all the seat backs and seat bottoms cut out, we start attaching them temporarily with some finish nails. We're going to make 2 lefts and 2 rights. Now we're going to pre-drill for some 3/8 carriage bolts. Alan is putting them together with nuts and lock washers. While he's finishing that, I'm going to cut our 2x4 to our 5-foot length and pre-drill both ends so that it doesn't split. I also cut a piece of 5/4 decking board to the same length. I'm pre-drilling this, and this will go on the back of the swing. And now we attach the 2x4 to the front. Then we come back and attach our center seat sections. To make seat slats, I've taken a deck board cut down to 5 feet long and I'm ripping the round edge off of one side. Then I send the deck boards through the saw, ripping them into 1.5-inch widths. Those 1.5-inch widths get a 3/8 roundover bit on each side of the top, courtesy of our router table. While I'm busy with that, Alan is tracing the arm template on some more 5/4 deck boards. Now he's tracing the arm supports on 5/4 deck board as well. Next, we cut them out. And we ease the edges with a 3/8 roundover, this time from our handheld router. We attach the arm supports to the front of the swing using some galvanized screws. And then we temporarily attach the arm to the swing. It'll have to come back off in a minute so that we can attach the slats to the seat. And here's that process. We're just spacing the slats with a standard flat carpenter's pencil. Now we've laid the swing over and we start working our way up the back. This process is much slower than the seat because we've got to cut around the metal heart inlay. We've laid the heart where it goes and marked its position with painter's tape in case it moves. And now we just work our way up, cutting the boards around it as we go. We also have to notch for the arms. These last few boards had to be spaced manually and not with a pencil. The reason being that there wasn't enough space left for pencil space between each, so it looks better to just manually even them up. And here's Alan's finished Whimsical heart. It's all been welded up and powder coated. It turned out really nice. And here it is, temporarily installed into the swing. Alan's going to come back and bolt it in later. I'd say this is a one-of-a-kind swing. No one else has got one like it. Well, I think the swing turned out really nice, and I think Alan's wife is going to be super surprised by it. I like the combination of the metal and the woodworking. It's very unique. I've never seen a swing like it before. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Hey, speaking of swinging, why don't you swing on over right here and click the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. Also, check out these videos down below. I think you're going to like them. Thanks.